Morning, Trainiacs. So a lot of you I know are starting to get back into pools really soon, if not now, but within the next few weeks. It's great. But what I don't want you to do is go into that swim session, or at least the first couple months of swim sessions, and set yourself up for disappointment, injury, and like really just not coming back properly. So what I'm going to give you here is a system that you can use over the next couple of months to rebuild your swim stroke and fix any faults that you had maybe before, improve your swim stroke beyond what you had before, and make sure that you are getting faster as quick as you can. It turned down for us there. All right, so considering that you've been away from swimming for a while, I want you to try something here to see a lot of the things that you need to work on when you jump back into the pool. I want you to go on the pool deck and get a friend or maybe a lifeguard to just push you on the side, on the shoulder, or then on the hip. And what you're gonna notice is that you're gonna be able to tense up and you're gonna be able to resist it. Then what I want you to do is go and hold your hands on a lane rope or on the side of the pool, gently kick like this, and have that lifeguard or your friend push you in the hip. What you're gonna find is that you're amazed at how little body tension and stiffness you've got, how wiggly you are. And that ends up translating to higher likelihood of injury, to increased drag, to a lot of faults. So when you come back into swimming right now, what I want to give you is a series of drills that you're going to be able to use to just reset all of that body awareness so you're nice and tight in the water, you're nice and level with the surface of the water, and as you're swimming straight, you're not going like this side to side. All of that is going to allow you to be faster. It's going to raise the ceiling of what you're capable of doing when you come back into like real race fitness kind of training later on. It's going to reduce your likelihood of injury, and just overall it's going to make you a better swimmer. This is what we do every single season on teamtrainiac.com from October until the beginning of January. We reset to make sure that everyone is starting a season with good technique and foundation. So I'm going to start getting chilly here. I'm going to get out, dry off, and I'll explain the exact system that I recommend that you use. Okay, so Trainiacs. Some of the things that are really critical to do are to stabilize your core when you are swimming. And this is something that pro triathletes in a lot of cases that I know of, they come back to. Even if they're like 28-minute half Ironman swimmers, sub 60-minute Ironman swimmers, they will come back to a sequence similar to this every single year. Because when you either take a bunch of time off from swimming, like now, or you spend a lot of time during race season focusing on just like ballistic swimming, your technique can deteriorate. There was actually a time that I spent a winter working on technique. In February, I did a time trial of 1,000 meters and 100 meters really fast. And I was like, wow, the rest of my season for swimming is going to be like record breaking. I'm going to have the fastest swim splits I've ever had in my life. But I went to actually doing more strictly fitness building swimming over the course of the race season. And what happened? My swim actually got slower. And the reason for that is because so much of those swim workouts was not really focused on maintaining that technique. So at a time like now, it's important to revisit that technique. And what I'm going to give you is a 3-step system where we stabilize your body, then we bring that stability into regular swimming, then we build on your regular swimming so that you can hold that stable body for a longer and longer period of time. And this is how you end up becoming faster in a race. So let's get into step 1, and this is to stabilize your body with the kick. We don't use the kick for propulsion. Most really elite, like Michael Phelps kind of swimmers, will only have about 15% of their total propulsion coming from their kick. Us age group triathletes, it might be as low as 1 to 3%. Some people might even have negative propulsion who kick and actually go backwards. You might have seen that. But what we can do with the kick is we can use that kick to stabilize our upper body. When you get back into the pool, this process, this part of getting back into swimming might last 1 to 2 months. And here's how you do it. It's a kicking progression. We actually outline this kicking progression in Triathlon Swimming Foundations, which is one of the most highly rated triathlon swim books in the world on Amazon, because it's completely designed for most triathlon swimmers out there that aren't natural swimmers. It's written with those triathletes in mind. The kicking progression that we outline in this book starts with a snorkel, a board over top of your head, and fins. And what you're focusing on is back of head, back of shoulders, butt, heels kissing through the surface of the water, and making sure that you're not shimmying side to side with your upper body. Then what we do is, once you've got that stable back of head, back of shoulders, butt, heels at the surface of the water, stable upright core, then we start making it a little bit more difficult by first taking away the board. Then we take away the fins, add the board back in. Then we take away the board, and you're kicking with just a snorkel on. And the goal is to be able to kick across a pool with just a snorkel on, and for a 25 meter or yard length, you can do this in under 40 seconds. If you can do that, you've developed a lot of really good core stability. During this step, we do long warm-ups and lots of drills. Some pro athletes that I know of spend as much as 70% of their swim workouts doing drills during this period. Step 2 then is to then transfer that stability into actual swimming. During this period, we make the warm-ups slightly shorter and we do slightly less drills, a bigger proportion dedicated to just more traditional swimming. 100s, 50s, 200s, 400s, more continuous or broken up swimming, but more swimming. In this step, what we're doing is we're taking that nice, stable core and we're gradually making it more and more similar to actual swimming. We're bringing that skill into actual swimming. And we do that by first a side kick drill. So then all of a sudden, we are side kicking, we have on a snorkel, and we have on fins. We're still focusing on back of head, back of shoulders, butt, heels at the surface of the water, not wiggling side to side. Then we take off the fins and we kick with snorkel only. Then we do the same sort of thing, side kicking, but we also add in arm channel swimming. So we're starting with a snorkel and fins, doing arm channel swimming. Then we take away the snorkel and do it with fins only. Then we add back in the snorkel, take the fins off and do snorkel only. And then we bring it all together with the breathe, 3 strokes breathe drill, where you are side kicking, kick, 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 breathe, take a stroke. Kick, 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 breathe, take a stroke. As you can see, we're just gradually getting that back of head, back of shoulders, butt, heels at the surface of the water, nice stable core, into skills that are more and more like regular swimming. That's how we transfer that stable core into normal swimming. And this process, again, might take 1 to 2 months. Once you've got to that point, you're ready to move on to step 3. And that step is to maintain that technique. At this point in the process, the warm-ups are really short, the drills are becoming quite a bit less, but every single workout we do a little bit of some of those drills that we just talked about incorporated somewhere into the swim, just so that we're constantly reminding our body what that back of head, shoulders, butt, heels at the surface of the water, nice, stable core feels like. In addition to that, what we add in is things like vertical kicking or a kayak push-off. And these help us be able to activate that core and then transfer that activated core into the swimming. What this is going to do is it's going to allow you to build the foundation of solid swimming. It's going to make sure that when you press your chest deep into the water to get some buoyancy, your activated core is going to bring your legs up close to the surface of the water. It's going to make sure that when you're trying to swim dead straight, your body isn't swaying side to side. So you're going to be like a log that we talk about at the surface of the water, nice and streamlined, very efficient. And because there's less wiggling, there's less things that all your little muscles have to adjust for, it's going to reduce your likelihood of injury, and it's going to allow you to be faster, raising the ceiling of what your potential swim is capable of doing. This is what we do every single year on Team Trainiac from roughly October into January. It's also part of the process of what we outline in Triathlon Swimming Foundations, which you can get on all the Amazons around the world if you want a physical copy or the Audible audiobook, or if you want the digital book or the audio book, like right today, go to triathlonswimmingfoundations.com and you can check it out there. So I definitely encourage you that if you're starting to get back into swimming, don't just jump into swimming, because you're not going to be adapted to it. You're not going to be going as fast as you were before. It might be a little bit discouraging. You don't have any races to really plan for, so going and just slapping the water and trying to get faster right now isn't going to help you at all. But going through a process of taking a small step back to reset your foundation is going to really help your speed when next race season comes around. I guarantee races will come back, Trainiacs. So that's it for today. If you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button below and go check out Triathlon Swimming Foundations. Later, Trainiacs.